Hello everyone, I thought I would do a quick instructional video on how to pack up a snake for shipping. This is a couple people have asked me, I don't know how to ship, nobody's told me how to ship, I don't know what to do. So I thought I'd just give a brief explanation. Here's the snake, of course, it's going to be shipped out. It's a little male Henry corn snake. And I'm going to put him in here. This is just shredded paper in here. It's not too, nothing too extravagant. It's just something to cushion any kind of falls or anything that they might have during shipping. Of course, hopefully you won't have that problem, but sometimes FedEx is not as nice as they should be, but if you're going to ship, FedEx is really the only way you have to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in here. Hold on, I might have to set the phone down in such a way that I can close the lid. Alright, there we go. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so he's in there now. And of course there's obviously holes in it. It's a reptile container. It's made for this. It's cold outside, so I am going to use a heat pack. I'm not going to crack it open now because the snakes are not going to be going out until tomorrow. But I will be using it. If it's under 40 degrees, I will use a heat pack. If it's over 40 degrees as a low temp, I don't use a heat pack. And then of course if it's over, like, say, I'd say 70, 75 degrees, then you want to use a cool pack. This is a 7x7 box that's made for shipping reptiles. It is used, and yes, you can reuse them. It's not one of those like taboo things like, oh my god, you never reuse a box. Everybody reuses boxes. Don't even worry about it. If the box is still in good shape, don't feel too bad. There's already some paper lining it. It's always a good idea to have just some paper lining the bottom, but you don't have to go too far out with it. And when I'm shipping a snake, I try to, if there's only one snake, I try to get a container that will be as far up to the top as possible. That way I don't have to worry too much about do I have enough packing in there or not. It's not that important, but it's just something I like to do. And then you want to, or what I like to do anyway, is crinkle up papers and stick them in the corners. Here, let me get some more paper here. Just so, once again, it'll help cushion that container in case it's, moved around or, like it's bounced around or something like that. It'll keep the container from moving around much, if at all. And it's packed in there pretty good. Like, it's not going anywhere. And this box was actually bought, I think, from Reptiles Express or Ship Your Reptiles. I'm not exactly sure, because once again, I did not personally buy the box. It was shipped to me, which I guess in a way I did kind of buy it. I bought it and the snake that came in it. And this is just a box for one snake. It's not a box for a bunch of snakes, obviously. And then I'm also going to crinkle up some papers to kind of layer the top. It's my last paper. I might have to grab some more. Yeah, I'm going to get some more here. Hold on just a second. Let me grab. I have to back up a little bit. You get to see the mess that I'm making in here. Yeah, I have more paper somewhere. I'm just not entirely sure where it is. Story of my life. Okay. Here's some newspaper that's already crumpled up. I actually do keep a box of crumpled newspaper. So, okay, and there's that. And basically what you want to do is have enough paper in there that when you put the top on here, nothing in there is gonna move. And of course you want to leave room for the heat pack. And what I normally do to kind of gauge that is just put the heat pack in like that in the container and then just set that on top and say, okay, yeah, that's pretty tight, that'll work. What you also want to do, by the way, this box is lined with this, it looks like a ½ inch maybe, styrofoam. It's lined bottom, sides, and will be top as well. You want to do that with whatever you're shipping as far as anything live goes, no matter what temperature it is outside. Just in case, just to keep the temperature from fluctuating too much too quickly. You know, especially going overnight, you could be shipping from, you know, from here where it's, you know, it's like freezing outside to somewhere like Florida where it's going to be 80. And if you, and of course, you really don't, you want to avoid doing that. You want to avoid shipping from one extreme to another if at all possible. But the insulated box will kind of help keep that internal temperature from fluctuating too quickly. And shocking the reptile because they are cold-blooded. This is an example of what you want to do with the heat pack. This is an old heat pack that was sent to me. And basically it's just, here, I'll undo it for you. The heat pack is just wrapped up in a layered paper. And there's what the heat pack actually looks like. This is like I said, this one's used, so it's not functional anymore. But so, you know, you kind of want to make sure it'll fit like that in there, kind of wrapped in a little bit of paper. So, you know, this being in the package, that is about the size it's going to be. And one thing you want to make sure that you do is don't put any tape over the red line. What this does is, and don't like, see, a lot of people will tape their heat pack to the top of their box here, the top of the insulation. You want to make sure that the red line is always facing where it can get oxygen, because that is what causes the heat pack to work, is it takes in oxygen and turns it into heat. And it'll say that on this container. This is a 45-hour or 40 plus hour heat pack. Read it there. And they also have 70-hour heat packs as well. You do not want to use anything that's less than 40 hours, just because of the temperature spiking and the amount of time that it lasts. If there is any problem with the shipping, you don't want, you know, I mean, I've had snakes that were, you know, 6 hours late before getting to their destination. And, you know, a lot can change as far as temperature goes in 6 hours. So you want to get something that's going to last longer, but not get as hot. The ones that only last like 6, 8, 10 hours, even the 12-hour ones or the 24-hour ones, they spike, their temperature spikes way up really fast, which can, you know, which once again, like I said, is something you want to avoid. It spikes up really fast and it can cook the snake, and then it's cooled off by the time it gets to its destination. So you want to get the longest lasting heat packs that you can in order to avoid any issues like that. And you know, it'll say that on there. The Ship Your Reptiles website is really good about giving you a nice chart of how all that works. And so if you want to just check out shipyourreptiles.com, and they'll give you kind of a heat pack instruction chart, and just kind of, you know, temperatures that is favorable and not favorable for shipping, things like that. So yeah, that's what I will do. I'm not going to tape it to the top probably. I used to do that, but lately I've just kind of realized that there's no point in doing it. So right now, for now, since like I said, these aren't going out till tomorrow, so I'm not going to activate the heat packs yet. I say these, I also have another box over there. I'm actually using this box, the priority mail, but I'm not sending it USPS. I am sending it FedEx, just for the record. FedEx will take any box, no matter what's written on it. And I ran out of small boxes, but still had small snakes I needed to send. So I went ahead and cut my own styrofoam. I had, I think, 5/8 size styrofoam thickness, and I went ahead and just cut my own styrofoam and lined the inside of that myself. So there's one snake in there, and there's one snake in here. And I will, for now, just put this on here. And you also have the option, especially if you order these boxes, they usually come with a plastic kind of sticky thing that you put over the top that says FedEx on it, and you can slide your shipping label in there and everything. But I don't usually do that. I usually, just like this person did to send to me, just tape it on here, and it'll be fine. So you know, you just do this. And with used boxes, I will occasionally just do that. I will occasionally just fold that this way so it's not able to be seen, and then fold that over the top of it, and then tape it down and tape my shipping label on it. Like I said, right now I'm not going to do that just because they're not being shipped out till tomorrow. I'm going to wait to close up the box till tomorrow. And I mean, I'm going to try to cover up any names or anything, but this is what a basic shipping label will look like. And you'll also often, if you go through Ship Your Reptiles, they'll have you print this out too. You want to tape that on there somewhere on the top so they can look at that and say, oh, hey, yeah, there's something in here that, sorry the video cut out there. I was about to say, if you tape that on there, the FedEx guy will look at it and say, oh, there's something that's not normal in here, so I need to keep an eye out for it. Hopefully I can get the videos to actually join together. If not, then you'll just get one video and you won't even hear this. Regardless, that's just a basic tutorial on packing up snakes. Basically, all you do after that is drive it to FedEx, drop it off. I always get a receipt, always, 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 to say, yes, I dropped it off at this time. I usually send a picture of the receipt, or at least I try to send a picture of the receipt to the recipient so they know for sure that I've actually sent the snake out to them. And either that, or I'll send them a picture of the shipping label, and I'll put their email in on the Ship Your Reptiles website as an email that will receive notifications of the shipment. So anyway, there you go. I hope this was at least somewhat educational. You have a better idea now of what you need to do. Everything that you have seen here, for the most part, you can buy on shipyourreptiles.com. You can also get it on reptilesexpress.com. However, typically I don't use Reptiles Express because they do not offer insurance. So, you know, I mean, when a package is late and something arrives dead because the package was late or something like that, it's always good to have insurance. So, you know, go with Ship Your Reptiles if you want insurance. If you're just looking for cheap and easy and quick, go with Reptiles Express. Of course, Ship Your Reptiles is pretty easy and quick too. Just costs about $10 to $15 more per package, depending on where they're being sent and how big the package is, and if you want insurance, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. I hope, like I said, I hope this was fairly educational. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.